Hey everyone, so we have now transferred from Grand Floridian to the Boardwalk.
Yep, and we're on the Boardwalk Resort, the Boardwalk inside, not in the Vacation Club Villas. So that's like the right-hand side versus the left-hand side. So we're in the cash rooms on the Boardwalk inside of things.
Yep, so we do have what is supposed to be a lake view.
Water view.
Water view, I apologize, it's water view of the lake. Yeah. But it is a water view. These rooms that we have, a lot of these are considered water view. However, they don't really face the water.
Like
so
at
that
all.
is something to note. We did clarify these are considered water view rooms. However, they don't face the water. So it's something to note because these are some of the most expensive rooms in Boardwalk cash side. So you'll want to know that there is a chance you're not going to be on the Boardwalk side facing the water, getting that really pretty view.
And if that's what you want, you definitely need to request it. And
Yes.
even then, it's still just a request, so it's not guaranteed.
Yes, but we want to make sure you know that because if this is something you want, you need to make sure you request it, and there's still a chance you may get what we ended up with, and that's why I want to show it to you all so you can see the difference. But the room is a really good size.
Yeah, we
It's
got
awesome.
an end room in this one, so there's a little bit more room just because the way they make these end rooms, sometimes they have to have like weird spaces to fill in. So we have a little bit more area when you first walk in. There's like a little lobby type area, but as far as like sleeping area and stuff, it's like about the same size as the rest of the rooms. So
Yeah, so let's check it out.
all right, here we go. Alrighty, so in this room, when you first walk in, if you can see there, there's kind of this big open lobby type area right here, which is actually really nice for us. We'll be able to put all of our suitcases over here, or if you have like a stroller, it'd be a great place to park that. So there's this extra space walking in. Typically you walk into these rooms and you're kind of like standing right next to the mini fridge and the coffee maker and stuff, but here you have a little bit of room when you first walk in. So up here on the right-hand side when you first walk in, you've got your Keurig coffee maker. So you do have an official Keurig coffee maker here, and all of your K-cups and mugs and such are down inside this drawer. And then up above that, there is a pretty picture there of the Harpswell, Maine in 1904, this really pretty coastal area with a house and kind of the water and the beach and everything there. So that's kind of pretty. And then there is also a mini fridge down below. You can see you got a mini fridge there and a little shelf for some storage space. And I got to point out here on this one piece of furniture here in the room, they have a really fun little detail, hidden Mickey and also hidden token, a Boardwalk arcade token. So I'm not sure if those are actually left over from like an old Boardwalk arcade or if they were made specifically to be the pulls, the handles on those drawers and doors. But either way, that's pretty cool. They have that little detail in there. You've got a closet here next to that where you have plenty of hanging space. It's a very large closet, actually. Of course, with your iron and ironing board and your safe and things like that. So pretty good sized closet for storing things in there. And then over here on the right-hand side, you have the bathroom area. Now, there is no door for this bathroom area. It's just a big open doorway. And then there's, of course, the door over to the room with the toilet and the shower. So you've got a double vanity here on a rather large countertop, and there's of course plenty of space for all of your toiletries and things like that, as well as the extra shelf up there giving you a little bit more room. So you've got a good amount of space there, and of course extra little toiletries as well since you're in a deluxe resort. And then there's a pretty good sized mirror there as well. No lighting behind this mirror, kind of expected there to be, but there isn't. So just the mirror there. And then inside the bathroom area here with the full length mirror on the door, you've got your toilet and then your tub that does have just the one shower head, no removable shower heads in here. So you've got the tub and shower here. And on the curtain, we thought maybe there's going to be a hidden Mickey because there's Ferris wheels and they're circular. But not really. Just a lot of Ferris wheels all over the curtain. So we tried. No hidden Mickeys there, but that's okay because there are quite a few throughout the rest of the room that we're going to point out as we're going through. Here on the right-hand side in the first part of the room is your set of drawers and cabinets that are all kind of small, actually, for how big the piece is. They're rather small drawers, but you do have some storage space there. You also have outlets with USBs on them here in this piece, so you do have some USB plugs for all of your devices. And there is also another one on the desk and on the nightstand as well, which we'll point out This room has 2 queen beds, and if you saw the couch over here on the right, that is also a day bed, fold down bed inside that couch. So you do have the ability to sleep 5 here in this room, and they've really kind of tucked a lot of little hidden details in this room. I want to point out a few of them to you. First of all, over here on the right hand side, you have this picture of the boardwalk, Disney's Boardwalk as imagined back in the early 1900s, I'm sure. You can see there's the Boardwalk's logo right there with the Florida flag and the U.S. flag, and all of the period clothing from the 1800s, 1900s, early 1900s, whatever that is. And if you look over here, there's the dance hall, and up here in the sky, there is a Mickey Mouse hot air balloon. So that is not exactly super hidden, but you do have a Mickey hiding there in that picture. And then we'll go through the rest of the room. On the beds here, in between the beds here, you have your nightstand, and they don't have a built-in USB outlet, so they have a little extra outlet plug thing there, which now that I see that here, I'm kind of wondering why they don't have those in all the resorts, because that's pretty handy if you don't have them built in. This picture right here in the middle, there are some postcards from the boardwalk, and I'm sure these are just different boardwalk pictures from places that they got the inspiration for boardwalk here. And then this one right here is having a wonderful time at the boardwalk with Donald and Daisy to Mickey and Minnie at Disneyland, postmarked in 1916. Really difficult for any of them to do anything in 1916, but we'll let that go. So I want to point out these lamps here on above the bed. There's one on either side of each bed, and just how the button down here, if you look right above it, there's an upside down Mickey head, and then up here, it's right side up. So they decided to put little Mickey heads in the buttons there, or right above the button there, and at the top of the lamp. So there's little hidden Mickeys there. There's a couple more over there on the desk that we'll get to in just a moment. They're just all over the place here in this room. This bed here, or this couch here, is a pull-down day bed. It's a little bit noisy, but all you have to do is grab the strap on the back, and it kind of flips over. And there's your day bed, and it is strapped in, so you don't have the mattress kind of flopping everywhere. So it's actually basically a full-size bed. It may be a little bit shorter than your typical twin bed, so maybe not somebody who's 6 foot tall sleeping on there, but for kids or anyone who's a little bit under average height would probably be okay on there. And then this painting on the wall is beautiful. I loved it the first time I saw it, and I still love it. This is awesome. It's the carousel at Magic Kingdom with Cinderella's castle behind it, but it is very much not during the 1970s when it first opened. It's much, much earlier than that. And this is how I imagine it should be on Dapper Day at Magic Kingdom, but unfortunately it's not. It's still very much not quite this dressy because, you know, it is Florida, and that's a lot of layers to wear. So love that painting there. I think that's awesome. And in the curtains here, we do have a lot of little boardwalk pieces. They're just pictures from the boardwalk. I looked through here and didn't find any hidden Mickeys in there. They may be there. There's a lot of kind of things going on, a lot of details there. So if there are any, we just missed those looking for them. We do have a little bit of a water view out this window, but we'll come back over here in just a second and show you that. Over on the other side of the room, we do have our desk, which has a chair with Mickey and Minnie riding in an old-timey car carved into the back. I thought that was really cute and loved that piece right there. And as you can see as well, on the legs of the table, you have little Mickey heads carved into the legs of the table. So there are hidden Mickeys here in that table. And because it's a deluxe resort, as most of the others have, you have this roll-away table that goes up underneath the desk, so you can use that when you're getting private dining or whatever you want to do here in the room. This Minnie Mouse lamp, which this Minnie Mouse statue here reminds me of the one that's on the, I believe it's on the Fantasy with Minnie Mouse there, right there in the lobby on the cruise ship. So this lamp reminds me of Disney cruises and makes me want to go on a cruise. So the desk does have the 2 USB outlets on there as well as a few regular plugs. So you do have those options there. And then our balcony over here is where we should have, or we expected to have anyway, a water view. But as you can see, when we open the curtains, mostly we have a boardwalk building garden type view. So that was a little bit disappointing. But again, this year we're not requesting any kind of rooms. We're just taking whatever we book and giving whatever they give us. So we went downstairs and asked them just to confirm this is a water view, because when you come all the way out on the balcony, you do have a view of the water, which is really pretty. So you can see Yacht Club and Beach Club over there, Beach Club being the blue one and Yacht Club being the gray one. And you have a really nice view of the water out here. The problem is you just have to come outside for it. And if you can see by how bright it is out here, it's a little bit warm. So if you're booking a water view, just something to be aware of. You may wind up with a view more like this than one of facing the water by the boardwalk like you're hoping to get. And from what I understand, this room as well as the next 4 or 5 going down the side of the building are all considered water views. So not very thrilled to find that out, because we were hoping for a room right over the boardwalk, like facing the water. But this is what they gave us, and they assured us this is what we're supposed to have. So that's kind of what we're stuck with. And then we do have an advantage here in this room they don't have in some of the other rooms, and that is we have a view out the window of the water here. So if you go over here and pull up the shade, you do have a view out the window of the water. So we got lucky and have that on the end. At least we have that. But most of the other rooms here do not have that view. They just have the balcony area. So something to be aware of if you're booking the water view, hoping for a boardwalk view. You may not get it. Just make sure you request that before you check in or when you're doing your online check-in, and hopefully you won't get this room. You'll get one that's actually on the boardwalk. And that is everything here for our tour of this room. This again was the water view room at Boardwalk Inn, which is the cash room side, not the vacation club side. We'll be here for a few nights, and then we're heading over to the Beach Club Villas. So we got a 1-bedroom villa over there. It's gonna be pretty cool. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so we have some really good lineups, so make sure you're watching our videos, and
Yes.
We've got a fun video coming tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we do. And we have some other exciting things coming. We have a very fun announcement we'll be putting up on the page in just a little while. We've got something that we've been promising for a long time finally coming up. So
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this, and we hope you enjoyed all the information we were able to give. And like we said, you can request something on the boardwalk. We specifically did not, because we wanted to show you all this is a possibility. So we want you to see what you could end up getting, so no one gets their hopes up on one thing. And so we're keeping everything real this year, showing you every side of everything.
even though the room's bigger, we still have a kind of a lame view. So
Yeah.
oh well.
So that's something to note.
Still beats the view from the office, right? So
It's true. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time.
we're here with the ears.